Alright, so I thought I would come on here and show a little bit of my setup, what I'm using this year, and all of how I'm setting up from start to finish with my camera gear, everything. I'm one sticking this year, so I'll show you my way of doing it, and yeah, we'll get right to it. So typically I would have my saddle on as I'm walking in, but we just carried it here to a good tree. Alright, so as I come to the base of the tree, usually I got my saddle on, I'll lay my pack down, my bow down, using my recurve as a demo here. So in here, I have the Eberly Stock X2 pack. So in my first open there, got my platform that I'll clip onto little S-spinner here with the gate open, so that stays back there for me. And then in the bat wings here, I unclip that, and this is my one stick that I'm using. It's just a tethered Skeletor with a DIY aider, Amsteel 3-step aider. And that's what I'm using to one stick. So a lot of the stuff that I use is DIY. It's my own personalized setup that a lot of it is not necessarily recommended, but it's what I use and what I feel comfortable with. So I have my stick ready. I'll pack my backpack back up. Throw that back on my back, and this has all my camera gear in it. Alright, so first of all, when I get to the base of my tree, I'm going to set my first set at about head height. Cinch that down. And then I come over here into my dump pouch. I will get my bow rope, which is also my line that I pull my rappel rope down with at the end. So I'll show you at the end how that works. So I'm going to clip this one side to me, one side to my bow for on the way up. So I have this all figurated so it drops nice. And I'm ready to start climbing. I have my roll pouch on this side with my rope in. Undo that, and in the top here. And the zipper is my extra that I will need to climb. And this bottom stuff stays in there until I rappel down out of the tree at the end. So take this out. I already have this all set up for me with my Mad Rock Safeguard carabiner. It's all looped in there. Take the end, drape it over my neck, clip my carabiner onto my bridge, and then I'm ready to make my first climb. See if we can get these mosquitoes all killed first here. Okay, so then I usually will roll up my roll pouch back up. That way it's not just dangling free. And then the end that I use is a lap link, a chain lap link with a scaffold knot. Also, I have a heavy duty plastic clothespin to keep it from sliding down, and I'll show you how that works. Once I have it tethered around the tree, it just keeps your rope in against the tree, not sliding down. And that's also what I'll clip onto with my bow rope to pull it down at the end. Alright, so we put the first foot in there and just keep your toe in against the tree to climb. Grab the back of the tree, and at this point, once I get to the top, then I'll grab my rope that's around my neck and I'll throw that around the tree about head height and slip it in that lap link. Give it a quarter turn, and then this clothespin clips right there to keep it from sliding down on me. And then I'm ready to put some tension on that, and it holds me right in place. Alright, so to make my first move then, what I do is I swing down. You just kind of get in against the tree, reach down, lift up on your stick a little to loosen it, undo the lock, grab your stick, get it up about as high as you can underneath your tether, lock it in place again, and then you just swing out, get into your aider, and climb up again. And then what I do is I loosen this clothespin a little bit to give me some slack to keep pulling my tether up the tree as I progress. So I grab my platform off the back and I undo that. Cinch that down. Make sure that's solid. And I'm ready to hunt. So from here then, I usually set up how I hang my bow, hang my pack off this side of the tree, and my camera arm about knee height down on this side, about right here. So I'll show you how I do that. I have a gear holder that I just made out of it's a hero clip and a paracord thing that I made. So this goes around about at the same height as my tether. Has a loop on the one end, you just wrap it around. But I can hang little clips on or hang my hero clip for my bow. That I usually have right here. And then I'm gonna hang my pack on over here. Then usually I will cinch this around the tree just so it doesn't blow around or get in the way. Then I go to hanging my camera arm. Have to get out the base. Now this is an out on a limb reach camera arm. That's what I use. Seems to be a pretty small, compact one that I've really like. Usually I'll mount it a little bit out the right here, but just so you can see, I'm gonna mount it a little bit more right here, in front of my knees. So got a cam over buckle here. And that gets that rock solid. This flips down out of there. So I have my camera arm that's in one of the bat wings of my pack. Put that in there. Level it up, cinch that down, rock solid camera arm. Next, have a Sony AX53. Seems to be a pretty good camera for this. Slide that in there, tighten it up. Have a length controller so it's a little easier to zoom and record. Plug that in the camera and my camera's ready to roll. At this point, I will get my bow up. And that hangs right in the hero clip right there. And that works for compound as well. Probably actually works better with a compound. I take my bow rope at this point and I will sneak it up in here. That way it's just tucked in against the tree, and clip it in the little loop behind this clothespin so that when I pull that, it'll yank that clothespin off first. That's very important, that clothespin comes off of there for when you're rappelling down. So I let that there while I hunt. And I think that's pretty much how I'm set up. Often I'll have a GoPro somewhere clipped on a branch or my pack or something, try to get a second angle. But other than that, that's pretty much how I roll. It's a bit to set up, takes a little bit of extra time, but really enjoy the whole self-filming thing. So another thing that I didn't mention is I also have my lineman's belt in here, Am Steel lineman's belt with a carabiner. so I can loop it around in case if I need to go up over any branches. It can be safe when you undo this one to get up across branches. I'm hunting, now I'm ready to get down, so I'm just gonna quick pack this stuff up exactly how I took it out, and then once we get to the dropping process, let you guys watch that again. And then I think we're ready to drop. So now I need to drop the rope, the extra rope that's in my roll-up pouch. You can hardly see there, but another clip that holds the extra. Undo that, and all of this here is figure eighted so that it just falls nice, no tangles. And then I can grab the lever of my Mad Rock here, grab the tail of the rope with my other hand, just very loosely, just basically running through my hand, and you just have to pull back on here, and you can go as fast as you want. It just lowers you down. So you just lower down to whatever's comfortable for you to get rid of your platform, your stick, and then you continue to drop from there. This just goes back onto my clip again on the back. Drop a little bit farther. Clean up my stick. And then I will clip this onto the side of me somehow. There with an S clip, something, just let it hang there, and then you continue to rappel down. And then you're down on the ground. So then, at this point, I would just start disconnecting myself from my rope here. Have to take that off of there. You have to get your Mad Rock off of your rope. That way there's nothing on that rope the whole way to the end. It's just rope. So I throw this, just clip this somewhere to me here, and I throw this in that little zipper pocket just to store it for till I put it back on the string once I pull my rope down. So I'm going to disconnect everything here off of me. My stick, my platform, just lay it there at the base. I'll take my pack off, lay that down, and then, so this is the important part about clipping your rope onto that clothespin up at the top. So you pull on that, pops that clothespin off, and then it pulls the back side of that knot, and it pulls your rope down out of the tree just like that. And if you go over any branches or anything, if you continue to pull on this back side here, your rope just will continue to feed the whole way through that knot till you get all of your rope right out, and then eventually it'll fall out of the tree. So it doesn't matter if you go up over branches or anything like that. That's all that. And then I just collect up my ropes. I figure eight everything. My bow rope, I'll clean that up. Figure eight that. And then that's gonna go right back in this cis hauler for the next time when I get to the base of the tree. That goes in there. So I'm done with that. So then you just find your tag end and you throw it in your hand and you figure eight this across your elbow and hand as well. You just have to store it all in a figure eight, that way it doesn't get tangled up on anything. And then I usually let, I don't know, 6-8 feet out of here to store in the top pouch. So you pull this off, scrunch it up, fold it in half. Then that goes right back in this bottom section here where you can clip in your roll-up pouch and tighten that down. Right in there. Then the extra, I'll take this again, and now I grab my safeguard that I tucked away in there, and I'll put it on so that it's ready the next time. Throw it in like that, come up the bottom, close the gate, grab my carabiner, goes down like that, so that is all ready to just clip back on my bridge the next time. And I'll just store this, I'll just start tucking it all in this pouch here, get zipped shut, and then roll it right back up again, just storing all your rope very neatly and in order for the next time. Then I'm just going to pack my stick and my platform back up in my pack exactly how I had taken it out, and that gets cinched tight, and I'm all ready to walk right out of the woods again. So that's my setup for this season. I am hopefully going to be able to bring you guys some more footage. Hopefully you can take a few kills from the saddle this year. Over the past couple years also, I have been helping out my buddy Devon from Little Mountain Outfitters, and we got into carrying saddles a year or two ago. So we're really getting into that. We really enjoy setting guys up with saddles, setting them up to whatever fits them the best, whether it's climbing with sticks or whether it's one sticking. We have a lot of stuff in stock there at Little Mountain Outfitters in Richland, PA. So yeah, if you get the chance, stop in. We have a pool you can demo stuff. If you are looking to get into saddle hunting and you're not too far away, we carry trophy line and tethered. At this point, it's great to try out what fits you the best. So yeah, good luck this season, and we'll look forward to seeing you back on the channel. Thanks for watching.